What's going on, guys? So today I come to you to report something that through some investigation with actually another YouTuber who has an F450, I gotta kind of let you guys down, and I have to let myself down because I had thought something about this truck for a long time and then realized that my thoughts were not true, not accurate. And I wanted to share those with you to let you kind of know what I found out. Anyways, guys, hang tight. I'll be right back. All right, so if you've been following my channel for a while, you probably have seen this F450. You probably saw the F350 dually I had before this, and then the F450 I had before that. One of the comments that I make in a lot of videos is how beautiful the 19.5-inch commercial size Alcoa wheels are that come on the F450, and they look absolutely fantastic. Even though the truck is filthy, you can see that the wheels just really stand out. And I know a lot of people, don't prefer this style, but I think for the most part, I'd say the vast majority of people absolutely love the wheels that come on the F450. And if you had been thinking like I had that these are Alcoa manufactured wheels, you've been wrong. These are actually a kind of a Ford private contracted Alcoa copy. They use a US-based company that manufactures the wheels in China to produce a Alcoa copy. Now, to the defense of this manufacturer, they make the wheels for just about every major automotive manufacturer in the country. So regardless of what truck you have, you probably have a wheel manufactured by this specific company on your vehicle. They're manufactured generally in China, and the company that manages them is based in Detroit. Or at least that's what I've been told through other sources and the research that I've done. Now, I'm not saying that the wheel is a bad wheel. I'm not saying that it's any weaker or it's not as good quality. And shoot, it may even use Alcoa aluminum because there are some Alcoa factories in China. These wheels are not Alcoa wheels. And again, I've brought this up in numerous videos where I've talked about the Alcoa 19.5-inch wheels that you get on this, the 19.5-inch Alcoas you get on the Ram 4500, 5500. Shoot, even the standard wheels that you get, or at least the standard aluminum wheels that you can get on a lot of the 350 dualies are said to be Alcoa, and they're not. They're actually, again, they're manufactured by a different company. So, it's a little heartbreaking to think that I was under the impression these were Alcoas, but then to ultimately come to the realization that they're not. But overall, they're still a beautiful wheel. They've held up really well. I can tell you one thing that has concerned me, and the reason why this conversation even started happening between me and this other YouTuber, is because, you may not be able to see it, but there's some corrosion there around the valve stem. Basically, they did not use the appropriate type of insulator to protect the contact of two different types of metals, and because of that, there's a little bit of corrosion on the wheel. Now, I haven't checked to see if Ford will cover that and replace the wheel. I haven't had an air leak, but there have been other people who have reported air loss because of that corrosion. And they've had challenges dealing with the dealerships to try to get their wheels replaced to deal with this. Now, on this truck, the only aluminum wheels that you have are the visible wheels. So this wheel, that wheel, and the two outside wheels on the other side. The inner wheels are steel. And if you've seen my videos on whenever we got the tires mounted, you would have seen that the inner wheels are steel. So if you try to rotate these or bounce them, you have to kind of do it in an awkward kind of way. Like you move this outer wheel or outer tire to the front, you move this one to the back over there, and then you have to really dismount the tires and move all the tires around to properly rotate your tire setup for proper wear. One of the challenges that you'll have with an F450 is also its real big perk at the same time. So you have this wide track front axle, which gives you a phenomenal turning angle and a really, really great turning radius. But the problem you're going to always have because of that turning radius is kind of premature wear on certain parts of your tires. And I don't really think there's anybody who's had an F450, an F550, or a Ram 4500, 5500 that hasn't had kind of an awkward wear on their tire. So in my case, you can see how the edge here is wearing, part of the edge here, and the tires are at the right pressure. And as most of you know, I've gone through several sets of tires to try to solve various issues with the truck, from, you know, a vibrating ride to, you know, the way the tires are wearing. And you just essentially have to accept the fact that if you get an F450, the trade-off to get that really awesome turning angle is the fact that you're going to have a little bit of awkward wear on your tire, which means it makes sense to rotate your tires. And I'm likely going to move the inner back tire itself, dismount the tire and move it to the front. The thing that I don't want to do is I don't want to mess up with how smooth the truck is riding right now, because dealing with these tires can be a little temperamental, and you can really quickly change how the truck rides. And I don't want to get rid of this smooth ride, because I've absolutely fallen in love with how the truck's riding right now. Anyways, guys, I just wanted to share that kind of heartbreaking message with you all, that, you know, all the videos that I've mentioned, these 19.5-inch beautiful Alcoa wheels, they're not Alcoa, they're a knockoff of Alcoa, at least the design, built by a reputable manufacturer, but unfortunately the way the valve stem connects to the actual rim itself is causing some corrosion, and it's a problem on all the wheels that have that type of connector on it. So I might contact the dealership if I start seeing any type of air loss. I haven't seen any yet, and they seem to be performing well. They absolutely still look gorgeous, I'll tell you that. They are just a beautiful, beautiful wheel once the truck's clean, and they're not even clean right now and they still look gorgeous. But again, don't expect to get Alcoa 19.5-inch wheels on an F450 or a Ram 4500, 5500, because they are not going to be Alcoa. They'll be a knockoff. Anyways, guys, just wanted to share that with you all. So go back to any video that you've seen of mine where I referenced that these were Alcoa wheels, and clear that out of your memory, because these are not Alcoa wheels. They are a Chinese manufactured, US owned company that builds wheels for pretty much all vehicles. If you haven't had a chance, please take a moment, subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up. We'll talk to you again very, very soon.